Howdy y'all, this is Michael with Mikey Does Outdoors, and I have a video this time with kind of a collage of things that I've been doing ever since the COVID-19 shutdown started, and I've been staying here with my folks and trying to make sure that they don't go out and get to anywhere where they might get exposed to the virus and stuff, because it would be bad for them, for they're at an older age and they have some health compromises. But anyway, I've been out and I've done and seen a few things. I went fishing, caught some fish. Didn't just fish. I did some catching this time, and I've got a little bit of video from all of that put together, just kind of a collage. And at the tail end of it, I've got a couple of little time-lapse videos I shot of the clouds moving around and stuff. I think they're pretty neat. But anyway, hope you enjoy. Thanks. We'll start off at Caprock Canyon State Park here in the great state of Texas. And they have a really nice bison herd that wanders the whole park. They'll even wander through your campsite sometimes if you're camping there. Kind of fun to see. And don't go up approaching them, because they're still wild critters and they can still hurt you. But they're got a few photos, a little video. I got some more coming along later, but I thought I'd show you some. I took 2 trips to Caprock Canyon, and I'll show you some of both. So also, they have lots of prairie dogs. I got some good videos of the prairie dogs and some photos and stuff of them just doing their stuff. You can get pretty close, but not too close, because they're still wild animals too, and they start barking and running if you get too close. That's what they're sitting there thinking. And there's plenty of hiking trails at Caprock Canyon. We went with my buddy the first time around. It was cooler, and we went out and did that South Prong trail there and went and saw some neat stuff. Good scenery. Pretty easy hiking, you know. But anytime you do that, take lots of water, even no matter what the temperature is. If it's getting hot, take extra water. You know? But there's all kinds of stuff. You can see the lines for that's gypsum running through there. Different layers of gypsum. Lots of neat scenery through there. And it's nice. Like I said, a nice easy hike. We saw the moon out like that. I saw it was kind of neat to take a picture of it. Kind of fun. You know, we were still hiking at that point. When we got back in the vehicle, we could see some more bison. Actually, the second trip, you can see it's greener. I guess the first trip was probably early March, and then this later, probably April or May time frame. This is beautiful scenery out there. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, it's fascinating to me to see the different parts of the country. There's more prairie dogs. 2 of them this time. They're sitting there. They're wondering what they're supposed to be doing. Or they need to run, or it's okay. You know? Yeah, and the buffalo walk through there. Part 2. There's this picture. Another video. Some more scenery. And they have good places to camp and hike. You can have picnics. You can fish at the lake. I'll set some pictures of the lake. Here's some more prairie dog. The day I got all these closer ones, they were just in a good mood to let me. And this guy was just like he's sitting there like a person, just sitting there relaxing. The bison, they have some baby bison out there. Don't get too close, like I said, but you can I got a zoom lens. Use your zoom lens and take some good photos if you want to. And there's this lake. Lake Theo is what the lake's called. People catch some pretty good fish out of there. It was a little lower this year than it was the previous year when I went out there. But there's some hiking trails you can see. Actually, this is actually Powder Canyon. I went to Powder Canyon a couple times probably, but I went out there one time and did some run around, got some photos, lots of photos, a little bit of video of the river, water running, you know, because it's kind of fun to see. And Powder Canyon has tons of hiking trails and biking trails, and you can see the river going through it. There's no fish in there probably, but it's fun to see, you know, and you gotta be careful. And everyone took the Lake Meredith with the Plum Creek first, because I used to go there a bunch. We'd do some hunting and stuff, but I just went out there to see it because it's kind of neat to see. They have really nice picnic areas over there. They have some hiking trails, you know, and they have some camping areas. Right then it was technically you couldn't camp. You could picnic, but you weren't supposed to be camping over there. But you know, you could drive around and take pictures, and that's what it did. It was pretty and green. And they have some roads over there pretty rough, so you got to be careful. Some of these, this one's probably fine, but some of you don't want to go over unless you have a four-wheel drive. But just neat area. I mean, Texas has some pretty stuff. Now, you have to be careful. This is what I mean, because that's gypsum, pretty big thick layers of gypsum there, and it's falling off of there. So you have to be careful when you're out doing stuff. Not to take the wrong step. They have roads going crisscrossing. Even some of those roads are pretty rough. Then we went to the Alabates quarry. We didn't get to actually see it because it wasn't open because of all the COVID stuff. But we could look around a little bit, so we did. We need to go back out there and get a better view of everything. But it's fun to go and see what we could see and read about it, you know, because they used to mine flints out of this stuff, you know, and they have all kinds of stuff to read and see. Yeah, I think if you go there when they're open, you can get a tour of the quarries, you know, and I need to go back out there and do that because that would be fun, a lot of fun. Then we went to the other side of the Lake Meredith, where that's where we used to do some hunting too, or try to. We didn't ever get anything, but it was fun, and there's some beautiful views over there, fun stuff, you know. Then I went to Greenbelt Lake with my brother and my nephew, and we went and did a little fishing. We didn't put the boat in because it didn't look like a good place to put the boat in, so we just didn't do it. And my nephew, he's out there fishing. Hey, I think he caught the first fish, but we all caught fish. My brother caught the most and the biggest, which is alright, you know. Nothing wrong with that. I got a little video of I just like to had to park up a little ways and walk down to it. Actually, my brother went up, backing his up almost right to the water so we could make it easier. But you have to be careful because there could be some ruts and stuff. And I had the boat, so I wasn't gonna. If we decided not to put it in the water, but we had lots and lots of fun. I think my nephew and I each caught 4 fish. My brother caught 5, and my brother actually caught a nice channel catfish. And we thought about keeping it, but you'll see it later. At the end of it, we let it go because we didn't have any more other fish to go with it, so we just decided not to keep it. And as you can see, it started off cloudy and overcast. It wound up sunshiny and stuff. In fact, my brother and my nephew took their kayaks, and at first they didn't put them in. But when the sun came out, they put them in, and they had a good time running around them. They didn't catch any fish off them, I don't think, but it's kind of fun thing to see, you know, fun to do. Here's some more. When I actually first got the poles out, I had never used my bait caster like this, and so I've been kind of anxious to try it, and so I didn't catch anything off of it here, but I've got to do more of that because I've mostly been a catfish fisherman, and we used the cheapo, you know, what they call them, a spin cast rod, but they're fully enclosed, so you're less likely to get a mess with those. But they don't last as long, and they don't cast as far as what I've learned. If you get a good one of those and learn how to use those bait casters and the spin caster, you can really, the spinning rods, you can really learn how to cast them pretty far and accurately if you practice. And, I thought I'd show you a little bit of that. And we did do some fishing. I'll show you one of the fish I caught. Most of what I caught was little bitty catfish. And I did catch one bluegill. I'd been seeing them follow stuff around, so I had some little crappie bites thing that you can get through, I think it was Berkeley Power Bait crappie bites, stuck on a little hook and stuck down there, and I caught the one I'd seen running around, so I put him back. Of course, I didn't keep him, but that was fun. And I've never used one of these kind of lures before, so I was trying some things. And I don't know if there probably wasn't any bass over there, but I've heard that in between those 2 trees you can go dock a boat over there and sit there with some minnows and catch crappie pretty good over there. I think my brother and my nephew both caught a crappie. My brother caught a striper or 2. Those small ones. Well, yeah, so this lake had quite a few things in it. We each caught, when we from our trip, we caught several different species. I sped this up so you wouldn't have to keep watching it. It'd be kind of boring. Still going. You see, there's my brother's truck backed up. There's the kind of rod and reel I normally use right there. I like these others. I never used them. I've had to learn how to use them, which is good. I've been needing to. Last time I went to the mountains, New Mexico, just used a spinning rod and reel, and I caught lots of trout on it. I learned how to. Here's the second little catfish I caught, and most of them were the two catfish I caught were that size. I caught three little catfish, like that, and I caught the little bluegill. There's my brother on his kayak. They're paddling away, having a good time. You see him paddling here for a minute. There you go. And that's just one of those Pelican Catch 100s. You get a pretty decent price at Academy. There's my nephew on his kayak. He has one of those you sit inside. He likes that, he says. He actually paddles around pretty good. So, man, there's the one keepable fish we caught, but we gave him back to the lake. Let him live to get bigger. Here's this time lapse. This is fascinating. Just watch those clouds move. Fascinating. That GoPro does it, but I sped it up to twice as fast as it went with the GoPro just to make it hard to see it all. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It was fun putting it all together. Again, I've been kind of out of it for a little bit, and hopefully I can get around where I can do some more videos and stuff before too long. I really need to get back at it because I enjoy that kind of stuff. And if you liked it, please hit subscribe and hit like. Thank you.